The worst Valentine's Day of my life. You know he had the nerve to post me on Valentine's Day? That almost went to jail for damn domestic violence. Like, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Oh That's Nate, and welcome back to my motherfucking channel. No. So, as we know, today is Valentine's Day, and I'm like, should I hold on to this story or should I come out and speak my truth? I'm being dramatic, but I'm going to talk about my Valentine's Day horror story, okay? This is literally the beginning of the end of my last relationship. Child, it was a whole lot going on. Like, I got to kind of give you guys a backstory to catch up to February 14th of last year. So, if you haven't already, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Every time, wait, girl, I studied. You know what I mean? Just, okay, bye. So, I'm going to do my skincare real quick because I'm about to head out. Just in case you guys are curious, I use Vitamin E oil from Trader Joe's. Black Girl Sunscreen, always. And, I don't know how to pronounce them. Kels? This company, bomb. Thank you guys for sending me some PR. Really, really appreciate it because this stuff is expensive. But anyway, so let's talk about the time prior. So not even, it was like a week before. So my ex is an Aquarius. 0 out of 10 already. Okay. Aquarius men and Sagittarius, we just don't get along. Clearly. We don't get along. Maybe just from a distance, but we just don't get along with relationships. Like, I don't know. I would never date an Aquarius man again. I am traumatized, and I'm here to speak my truth, baby.
Players fuck up. Players fuck up all the time. I was pissed.
Anyway, I say that to say I'm over the situation. I could talk about it, laugh about it. Or should I say, like, laugh at my pain, so to speak. And girl, I'm fine. Okay. So anyway, he's an Aquarius. His birthday is February something. It's irrelevant at this point, but just know he's a February baby. Okay, cool. So we used to love to take like road trips to North Carolina. That's where his uncle stayed. His favorite uncle, to be exact. So me being who I am, one, I want to live in Charlotte. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like, this is something that we always used to do together. And one thing I could always say, when it came to vacations, that's when we were like our happiest. Like, it would just be him and I, vibes, good time, good energy. Like, it was just good. But every time we came back home, New York City, it just gave toxic. Like, he'd be around his friends, he'd be around these bitches that think it's his friends, or he would say it's his friends, and it would just get toxic as hell. And we just didn't go together in New York City, but if we left, good to go. So cool. We decided to take this road trip. Now, mind you, literally the day before his birthday, like, trip, we had a nasty disagreement. He used to get his hair retwisted from this shorty. Now, keep in mind, this girl is a part of the story. So but I didn't notice at the time. So the time that we had a falling out, I went out. I ain't gonna lie, girl. I went out, get me something to eat with my little booski. I'll be in that stage. I'm not gonna say that was my boo. I'm being funny, but just know, like, I went to get something to eat in the city. Okay, cool, vibing, had a good time. Wasn't talking to him all day because we had a disagreement. All right, cool. So it's not the end of the night. It's so crazy. The minute I walked out, like, I walked through my door, he texted my phone like, oh, are you ready for tomorrow? Because I was like, oh, I'm not going on the trip. Like, forget it. Like, I'll stay in New York. You drive down by yourself. Have a good time. Have a good life. But he was just enforcing, like, nah, come. Like, I really want you there. Woo, woo, blah, blah, blah. And I used to be a sucker. Like, I just love so hard. It's like, when you play with me, like, it's just, your karma's gonna be twice as worse because you play with me. Because I really was genuine and I really did love you for who you was, and you still play with me. It's crazy. So, okay, cool. Come to find out, he got his hair retwisted. I don't know the person. He claimed it was somebody. I forgot what he said at the time, but it was some bitch. Know that. So he sends me, I think he FaceTimes me. He showed me his hair like, Ah, you like my hair? You like my hair? I'm like, it's ugly. Oh, okay. Yeah, he thought about to say, oh yeah, your hair is so cute. No, we're not mans right now. Like, your hair is ugly. Whoever does your hair, trash. Okay, cool. Keep that in mind. So I already was annoyed. I was already not feeling him. Tensions was high. So I didn't want to be around him for real. But I still decided going on the trip. Cool. Okay. So I was feeling a little sick, but I was holding it down during the trip. Cool. We had a good time. A decent time, so to speak. Yeah, so now let's get into how we go into February 14th. So I think we came back February 13th or driving up to 12th, something like that. But just know we drove back. Now, if you haven't been on a road trip from New York to North Carolina, that's about like 8 hours or so. But we got there at a good time because he used to drive fast. So we got there. Cool. As we was driving up, now we on the New Jersey Turnpike. I would never ever forget this day. I would never ever forget this moment. But it all makes sense in the end, okay? So, like I said, when it came to our relationship, me personally, I was mentally starting to check out. I felt like I was putting too much into the relationship and I wasn't getting it back. And I was just wasting my time. But I was just still staying because that's what we like to do, okay? Girls, I know this is love day, but love yourself more. Like, for real. Like, love yourself or nobody will. Like, for real. And at the time, I genuinely didn't know, like, what it is to love myself, clearly. Because if I love myself, I wouldn't be in that relationship for so long. I mean, it was only a year, but that relationship was one of my hardest relationships. And one of my, like, I was actually devastated. Like, I was so heartbroken. Like, mind you, I was in a 5-year relationship and I did not feel this way. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. But I really thought too, because this relationship was like my first adult relationship. He was my end all be all. This was my husband. He's gonna have my, like, he gonna be the father of my children. Like, that's how serious, like, I was thinking. But clearly, baby, we on 2 different pages. But let's get back to the story. New Jersey Turnpike. I had his phone. You already know. When you get that phone. And this is why, too. Today, at my big grown age, at 25 years old, when I get into my next relationship, when I'm ready, when God said, here, this is yours, I'm not going through the phone. I'm over it. Everything that I'm supposed to know will always come to me. And I'm going to tell you guys, another situation when I don't need to touch a phone, because when you ask, you shall receive. Be careful what you, not be careful what you pray for, but just be ready for what you pray for. Because when you get your answer, if you're going to be a dummy, don't waste God's time. For real. I digress. So cool. I had his phone in my hand. And when I had his phone, I was playing music off the aux. Okay, cool. I mean the Bluetooth, whatever. So something told me, go through the messages. Like, go through the messages. Now, this is before Apple had that new update where you could, like, go to the recently deleted and all that type of stuff. Okay, cool. I'm going through the messages. Mind you, he never had this number saved, of course. Cool. But when you going through something, what you seek is what you're going to find. So be ready to find what you're seeking. Hello? I click a certain message and I'm reading it, right? I'm reading this message. I'm going all the way to the top. Like, go all the way to the top until you can't no more. Mind you, he driving. He should be focusing on that road. He should not be worried about what I'm doing. But I'm so fast. It's scary how sneaky I could get, okay? So I'm going through the messages. Cool. I scroll all the way up, all the way. All right, fine. Now let's read. So I'm reading the messages and they talking about some BS. Like, it was nothing really crazy at first. And then we get into the whole February 14th. So now he's talking about, oh yeah, I got this hotel in New Jersey we could go to. I'm gonna take your photos. Because allegedly she wanted these photos for her Valentine's Day shoot. All this type of stuff. My issue is, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Now, granted, text has no tone. But these people have been talking for a minute. Like, this is somebody that he know. So she also does, I guess, some fake ass acting. She want to be a bum ass actress, but it's not gonna happen, Captain. So anyway, and he wants to be somebody's director. So he feel like take a bond off of that. Okay, fine, cool. What I didn't like is how you going to judge to pay for somebody's hotel. If a man is paying for your hotel, baby, and you not popping that puss, you not telling me nothing. That's not no friendship. My homeboy is not going to be paying for no hotel, and he not expecting no cheeks in advance. Like, y'all not gonna tell me nothing. So, off rip, I'm like, why are you buying a bitch a hotel to take her bum ass photos? For one. Two, you did not come and discuss it with me and say, hey, I got this opportunity. She's gonna pay me X, Y, and Z. Now, it's one thing if it's a business exchange. No, this is a prostitution exchange. Okay? For this, you're gonna get this. Y'all not telling me nothing different. Like, so I'm reading the messages, I'm getting hot. Like, my blood is boiling, my skin is starting to crawl, and I'm really 2 seconds from just punching him right in his shit. As you know, the car's not that damn big. My arms is long. We could get into it. I'm trying to keep it P because before I jump to conclusions, I want to make sure I got all the facts. Okay? Cool. He says that part. I'm scrolling down. Now, this is when he got his hair retwisted. Remember I told you he got his hair retwisted right before we went on that trip. He like, oh, I love my hair. I wish I could lick you like a dog. Lick you like a what? That's all I needed to see. You want to lick this dry bitch like a motherfucking dog? Oh, okay. Okay. The first thing I do, I just remember yelling, like, why you keep playing with me like I'm some dummy bitch? And clearly I'm the dummy because clearly he used to say whatever and I used to believe it. Fine. So clearly I'm the dummy. Okay? But I'm like, why are you really keep playing with me when I'm really genuinely just, like, I'm really in your corner? Like, I never understand these men. Like, y'all are never satisfied. Like, for real, you ask for this type of girl, you get the type of girl that you ask for, and you're not ready for it. Like, you just really take advantage. It's just so frustrating because it's like, why do you waste my time? And I play a part too, and I take accountability as well because it takes two to tango. If I see this man keep doing the same type of patterns and I keep letting it rock, he gonna keep doing it because I keep allowing this type of behavior. Hello? Okay, fine. So I'm wilding him out. I'm blacking on him. I'm saying whatever. Girl, my anger gets the best of me and I just go boom. Yes, that I hit him. Absolutely. Yes, I did. Because now I gotta get ethnic. I gotta get violent because I'm being played. Like, now you really disrespecting me on another level. And what another thing I dislike, don't post me on social media. Don't post me on your social media. I'm one of them ones. I want to be private. You know why? Because you niggas are embarrassing. And granted, you know, I want to be showing off into the world in the right way, though. Like, respectfully. I want my man to be my man and my only man. He loved me the way I love him. And we locked in for life. I don't compare nobody to anything because you don't know what goes on behind them closed doors. But when it comes to me and mine, oh, I'm going to make sure that it's solid, baby. Because once we post, there's no going back. And the way that I was posted this man to begin with was insane to me. Like, never in my life have I ever posted a man the way I was posted this man, for one. So everybody knew who I was with. Everybody knew who I was kicking in. And everybody was surprised at who I was kicking it with because I had a certain type. Okay, no shade, no tea. So the fact that I went out of my comfort zone and I still got played was beyond me. Okay, cool. I'm beating his ass in the damn car. He has to pull over to the side because that's how crazy it was getting. Like, it was getting real violent, real ghetto, real crazy. Because my emotion is on a million. Mind you, to disclose, my grandfather passed away on Valentine's Day. So I don't like the holiday. I don't really care for the holiday. But cool. Like, you know what it is. And you know how much I dislike this holiday. So for you to even try to do anything to fuck it up is insane to me. Like, you're insensitive. You don't care about me. You don't care about my feelings because if you know this, you know, like, yo, I know this time is sensitive for her. Let me act like I give a fuck. But clearly you don't care. So that's another thing that really hit me, yo. Because it's like, I'm already emotional around this time. I'm already sad. I don't like this holiday. It's stupid as hell. I lost the man of my, that raised me. You know what I mean? I'm going to say that I lost the man of my life. But like, he was the man of my life. Like, my grandfather raised me from young with my mother. So it's like, Nah, bro. Like, you know what it is, you know what it ain't. And the fact that you did what you did, you foul. Like, you foul. So cool. I'm wilding him out, whatever. I'm kicking, yelling, screaming. I'm so emotional. I'm so, like, I'm just, like, hurt. Because it's like, why are you telling this bitch you want to lick her like a dog? Like, are you dumb? You can't even lick me right. How you gonna lick somebody else you barely not licking me right? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like, what are you talking about? Like, the ultimate disrespect, it's like, yo, you really don't fuck with me. Like, and that's what really was making me yell, cry, and scream. Like, I'm not the type of girl. Like, I like to handle my emotions in private. I don't let nobody see me, like, you know, cry or see me vulnerable, because they take that shit and they use that shit against you. You know what I mean? And clearly that's what he was doing, because it's like, yo, I never showed this side, like, ever, because I never had a reason to, for one. But two, it's like, why would you play with me? Like, why would you really play with me? So I'm fighting him, I'm kicking him, and I'm screaming. Girl, I done walked out the car. I'm walking on the highway, like on the side of the highway, like, because I'm just so emotional. Because it's like, why are you playing in my top? It was so ridiculous, and it was so disgusting and distasteful that you will offer to buy somebody your hotel, and then you're gonna lick her like a dog because you love how she retwisted your hair. Like, boy, get the fuck out of here, man. That shit, that's no excuse. That's no excuse. Okay, cool. I end up calling one of my best friends, and I'm calling her, and I'm so emotional, and I'm like, oh, like, play with me. Girl, I call my mother, and I never call my mom. When it comes to relationship beef, I never call my mother, because I'm gonna take the man back. So why tell my mother my business? But I was just so distraught. Like, my hormones was on another level. Like, it was ridiculous. I called my mother. My mother was in Vegas at the time, and I'm bawling my eyes out. Mind you, I don't do this type of crying. So my mother is like, what is wrong with you? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? My mother is mad because she can't get to me because she's all the way in Vegas. Her flight is not to the next morning. It was just a whole lot. Like, and I felt so bad because I don't ever bring my mom into my problems. And the fact that I did, my mother wanted to kill this man. You hear me? Like, what? What is going on, Janae? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, it was just crazy. I called my brother. I never call my brother either. Like, I don't call nobody. Like, Janae minds her business. Janae handles situations in peace and quiet. And I just move on with life. Like, I never bring nobody to my business. So the fact that I was bringing everybody my business, it was like, I was just so hurt. Like, I was just so hurt. Like, why would you play with me like this? Like, why? So he's trying to calm me down. He's trying to get me to the car. It's a lot going on. Mind you, y'all, like, we was having a good time driving back. We stopping at these states. We having a ball. So the fact that I see this, like, damn, bro, like, you really know how to mess up a good thing. This is why, too, like, you got to be careful who you messing with. These men, they don't have no daddies. So because they don't have no daddies, they are fried in the mata. Like, without that genuine attention, that genuine love, that genuine compassion that you don't get from that childhood, it will trickle up into your adulthood, and you become womanizers, you become narcissists, you become these type of evil men because you're hurt from your childhood. Like, this is real shit. And it really sucks that it really affects, especially in the black community, because we have great potential black men. They just need love, and they just need guidance. Like, it's just sad to see. So cool, whatever the case. He's trying to bring me in the car. I get to the back seat. I didn't want to even sit next to the man. I get in the back seat. I'm crying. I'm bawling. Like, I'm just so hurt. Like, I'm crying my eyes out. Whatever the case. Everybody called my phone because remember I called in such distraught. Not answering. Whatever the case. I believe he ends up dropping me home that night. Cool. Come in the house, devastated, didn't want to talk. Like, phone is off. It's silent. Quiet. Okay, cool. Now it's February 14th. Here we are. And he texts me the next day. He was like, hey, like, you know, I really do apologize about what happened yesterday. Like, I never want to see you like that. Ooh. You know, that bullshit. So he's like, listen, I already had something, you know, pre-booked for us. If you don't mind, like, I would still like to take you out, whatever the case. And what I go out. I should have kept my rapid ass home. I should have stand on motherfucking business, okay? Because the way I was looking the night before, y'all, I woke up, I swole, heart broke, Like, I was just in the shray. Is that the word? Just know I was devastated, y'all, okay? So he says all of that. My dumb ass still gets up. I get dressed. We go to get massages. I'm not talking though. Like, I got no energy. Like, I'm so mentally exhausted. Like, when I tell you guys, like, prior to that, it was a lot of things that was rubbing me the wrong way and turning me off. That when I say I was mentally checked out at that point, oh yeah, I was ready to go. Okay. We go to get massages. It was cool, whatever. That night, we go out to seafood. If y'all know me, I love me a good seafood boil. Like, but since that situation, I have yet had a good seafood boil. Let's get into it. Now we get into the Valentine's Day horror. This is Valentine's Day. Cool. We go out. We get something to eat. We at the table. Mind you, this used to be our favorite spot. This is right here in Long Island. Low key. Good eats. Good vibes. Y'all. We get to, I'm sitting down, we talking about the situation briefly. Mind you, like I said, February 14th is the year my grandfather passed away, and he knows this. So he already know I'm not a big fan of Valentine's Day, but I'm trying to thug it out due to the fact you had things already booked, and whatever the case. Fine, cool. I'm sitting here like this. His food come first. He can't eat. He can't sleep. He used to love saying that. Every time we would get into these type of situations or arguments, he never can eat for 4 or 5 days. He can't sleep. That's because of your guilty conscience. That's why you couldn't eat, my love. That's why you couldn't sleep, my love. Because you know what you was doing wasn't right. And you kept violating. So, of course, you're not going to, be able to move around correctly. Because you're not doing what's right, Anyway. I'm like, I forgot why I asked to his phone. Basically, he was like, no, I'm not giving you my phone. Like, you need to trust me. Trust you? After what just happened? Trust is not even what's between us right now. Like, I don't trust you, my nigga. But just know, I had asked him for his phone. I forgot why I asked. But basically, he tells me the reason why he's not giving me his phone is because he spoke to his favorite uncle from North Carolina. He told him, why should he shouldn't have to give his phone up if I love him. Some bull, like, bro. This is what he claimed that his uncle said. But if Uncle so-and-so, you know who you are. If you ever come across this video, please let me know if this was a true statement. Because your nephew claimed that you said not to give up the phone because you don't give up your phone to your shorty because she trusts you and all this type of BS. First of all, we in 2 different eras. What y'all condone back in 1970s, it don't happen now in 2023 at the time. Give me your phone, nigga. And if you don't give me your phone, I'm gonna get in your phone some way or another, and we're gonna call it a day. Because mind you, we had to set the password, so I can like unlock my phone. Like he could unlock my phone and vice versa, which was another thing. Like, I could get in your phone anytime, but because he knew that I wasn't really going through the phone, he think he wasn't gonna get caught in his shit. So cool. He said that about the uncle. I'm like, okay, now we lying on our uncles all day, whatever. So that made me really, 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 really upset because we just went through something yesterday, and I'm asking you to see your phone for some reason. I forgot why I asked, but regardless, my food comes. We are fighting over the phone in the restaurant on Valentine's Day. Mind you, we got the couples out. They got the vibes going, the music going, the food is there. It's just good energy in the atmosphere, but I'm not the good energy. I should have took my black ass home because I wasn't up for what was going on. Clearly, y'all, we fighting for the phone. This is a big man. He was a big man, so obviously he's stronger than me. He got a little more Thanos power than me, and he's able to, get the phone. I'm like, give me the phone, but I'm trying to whisper because I'm not trying to turn this bitch up because I'm not one of them ones. I do not like public arguments. I do not like fighting in public. Like, I'm not one of those girls who be like, shut the fuck up, you bum ass. Like, I'm not one of them. I very low key, like, I fight in private, but I don't do that shit in public. Like, it's so embarrassing. I hate the embarrassment. Like, I don't like it. But I was already like clouded, and I was already like just in a bad mood that like I said fuck it. Y'all, I don't know how, but the table ended up being flipped. Seafood is on the floor. I end up punching him again. Like, it was so embarrassing. It was a black manager at this place, and my ex had his hands up in the air, so like he knows like I'm not hitting her, my hands is up, like it's not giving that, and I'm just punching him in his face. Like, it was just so ghetto, you guys. And the black manager was like, come on, like we can't, like come on, like not y'all, not my people. So he just escorted us out. He was like, yo, don't worry about the food, like you don't gotta pay, just go, just go, just go. So mind you, because everybody, you know, like the restaurant gets loud, like like it was just it was so embarrassing. I would never ever 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 let a man ever get me out of character like that again in my life. We leave the facility, we out in the street, we yelling, we going back and forth. Like, it was just so draining. You understand me? Just know it was draining. Just know he had this bum ass basket he made last minute in the back seat. I broke his glasses. He drove off in his car. He left me out. No phone, no bag, because I had everything in the car. I had seafood spilled on my damn coat. It was just a mess, you guys. The cops came. I got the cops called on me because we had the white neighbors so scared that this big black man was yelling at this, you know, black girl. The cops got called and we almost went to jail. Like, it was insane. It was insane. And never in my relationships did I ever get that crazy to the point where the cops is called. We got to do a damn report. Like, it was just ridiculous. Because why would you leave me out here stranded in Long Island? You know I ain't got no motherfucking car. You know I can't call me no Lyft, no Uber because you got my phone in the back seat. The worst Valentine's Day of my life. Of my life. Of my life. And you know, he had booked a movie that night too. Bitch, you know I wasn't going to no goddamn movie. It was ridiculous. He had to call his stepmom to come pick us up because we couldn't go back in the same car. So I had to drive in his stepmother's car with his sister and his brother. I was just embarrassed. Like, take me home. Take me home. I don't want to be next to this man. I don't want nothing to do with this young man. Like, it was just ridiculous. Like, what? I had to ragtag that ass in New Jersey and then ragtag that ass in the restaurant. Oh, baby, it's no coming back. It's no coming back. Excuse me. It's no coming back from that. So, from that situation, was we still together? Yes. I don't know what we was thinking. We should have broke up right then and there. I mean, granted, I didn't talk to him for a few days because I was just like all over the place. There was a lot going on also behind the scenes with me. So, yeah. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. The worst Valentine's Day of my life. I done almost went to jail for damn domestic violence. Like, it's not funny. I'm not laughing at that. Like, I'm laughing because how embarrassing that it is. Like, Janae, be for real. My mother raised me way better than that. Like, come on. Fighting over what? Not that serious. And I think what really triggered me too, because I ended up really seeing the phone, and he was flirting with some bitch. Because again, his birthday was a week prior, and then her birthday was the following. So they kikiing about something. I'm like, yo, yeah, he really don't fuck with me. He really don't like me, clearly. He really got his eyes somewhere else because it's not over here. Because the way he was disrespecting me behind closed doors was disgusting. And then, you know, he had the nerve to post me on Valentine's Day?
Okay. Fuck no. And I'ma stand on that.
He had the nerve to post me on Valentine's Day and say, this is my Valentine. Y'all so lucky I don't got no pictures of this man no more. I got nothing tied to him no more. That I wish I could like re-show the photo. Because what? he posted me on his public. But you know, on Instagram, you could like mute certain people from seeing your post. So at this point, it probably was just me seeing the goddamn post, to be honest. But that was my Valentine's Day horror story, you guys. I don't like Valentine's Day even more now, outside of the fact that I did lose somebody very, very close to me, which was my grandfather, as I said already. And then having this young man know what it was and still choose to do whatever, yeah, I'm fried up. So this Valentine's Day, it is about me.
You know what? Nobody. Cause listen. Nobody.
Okay, it will always be about me. I love me more than I love anybody else. Okay. I will be single until kingdom come. I'm at peace, like knowing what I went through last year. Like, I'm okay knowing that I can be alone. I can be happy in my own space. I don't need to talk to nobody to fulfill anything. I'm literally at peace. Like, I'm figuring out what I love to do again. I'm getting back into me. Like, I'm posting on YouTube again. I reactivated my Instagram account. I'm back on Instagram posting curly hair content, if you guys are interested. And I'm just back to getting to the bag. Like, for real. Like, being in a relationship, you can get so distracted. Oh my gosh. Because you so focused on this person that you lose yourself. And then when you lose that person, you lose yourself. Because now you're like, damn, what I'm gonna do? What makes me happy? What's gonna get me out the bed every morning? This is why you can't be chasing what's in between these young men's legs. You gotta focus on yourself, queen. It's nothing in this world like yourself, okay? Because in the end, you came to this world by yourself, you're gonna die by yourself. We all know this. Love yourself, heal yourself, because when you meet somebody else, it's gonna flow. This love shit is easy. This love shit is easy. You come from a healed place. You come from peace. Like, that's all I wish for you in this lifetime is peace, healing, genuine happiness, genuine love. I wish you closure, because sometimes you can't get closure from the person who hurt you, but that's okay. Get closure from within yourself. Understand that yes, you have things that you need to work on, and it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be by yourself. It's okay to love yourself in peace. You do not need somebody else to come in and love you for you to love yourself. It don't work out that way. You will never find fulfillment within yourself because you're constantly seeking it for somebody else. I'm telling you, be alone. Be by yourself. It's okay. It's okay. I choose me every time. Like, I see the slightest inconvenience in somebody, you're done. I'm not wasting my time. So yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope y'all like my little preacher moment, because that's genuinely what it is and what it ain't. I hope you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day. I hope you know, if you have a partner, shout out to you, boo. I hope y'all last in eternity. If you're by yourself like me, hey, boo, let's link up. Like, all my baddies, let's link up, okay? So yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below your crazy Valentine's Day story, if you have any. I'm curious. I want to be in y'all business because y'all be in mine. Hello? Okay, love you. Bye.